So it's Jan Mackenzie that we're talking to
Yes.
this afternoon. Wonderful. So just could you just introduce yourself to us, Jan, and just explain who you are, what you do, where you're from, and a little bit about your family situation.
So I'm the vicar of St Augustine's Church in Limbury in Luton, and I'm currently the area dean of Luton.
Okay.
I've lived and worked in the diocese for many years, although I've only been ordained for 10 years.
Okay.
And I'm a single lady, and I work training readers, teaching the pastoral skills course.
Okay. How long have you been training readers?
About 4 years now.
Okay. And what would you say is the biggest challenge for people training to be readers? In my head, people who are ordinands often go off to theological colleges. I know they're also, when they become curates, they get trained also from their parishes. But what's the big challenge for readers particularly?
I think the biggest challenge is that you're living and working in a community where you're known in one guise, and you're gradually developing your habitus as a reader, and it changes relationships, it changes how you're perceived, it changes the work that you do in a parish. And I think during training, that's quite a hard journey for some people.
Why do you think it's so difficult?
Because you've often been in a parish for a long time and people have seen you as alongside.
Yes.
And whilst you are still alongside, you also have a ministerial role. You're a licensed minister in the diocese, and that changes relationships. You're also a party to other pieces of information. You take on specific responsibilities, and that can change a relationship.
Yes.
With people that you've known for many years.
Sure. So when you are training readers, how do you expect them to develop during the training?
I think it's for them to be open and listening and attentive to God's voice. It's about them having experiences they've perhaps not met before. It's about them looking outward. It's about, particularly in the pastoral module, it's about thinking about issues that perhaps they've not really grappled with or haven't ever come to a view over, or haven't realised that there's a range of views held in the Anglican family.
Okay. And I mean, it's just interesting just to pick up on that point. Maybe people feel that they have to approach it quite academically. Is that different? I mean, is the way in which readers approach things pastorally different, or?
I think for me, pastoral care and pastoral outlook comes first, and you can't read a book that tells you about every situation, and we're all human and we're all different. We're made in God's image, but we respond in different ways and we have different needs. And over time it's about developing confidence that God will give us the words to say, and that actually often what people want is somebody to listen.
Sure, so people don't need to worry that they're somehow going to be given an entire ethics course and a book list 3 feet high.
That's right, so they study ethics as a separate issue, and then it's where the two things meet and actually what the reality is. And it's often not a huge encounter, so often it's over coffee after church, or somebody you pop round and you have a conversation, and it goes into a place because people feel confident and comfortable with it.
Yeah, I see that. And what difference do you think a trained reader can make in a parish?
I think they're an enormous asset. It's another person using their skills, their gifts, to complement the work of clergy, to complement the work of laity, and they preach and teach, and that's a great gift. And often they can pick up roles that are very specialist and play to their particular strengths alongside their day job or their other commitments.
Okay.
And it just extends what can be offered in a parish.
Okay. You said you're from Luton. I heard there was a whole analysis of Luton discovering there was lots and lots of chaplains and chaplaincies all around the Luton area. Did you hear about that?
Yes, so the Theos report, we've got a lot of chaplains and chaplaincies. So we have a town centre chaplaincy, we have hospital and airport, and lots of other groups, street pastors, who reach out to people around the town, and that's through the Anglican Church and much wider. Sure.
And because my last question was really about what readers do in parishes. Do readers get involved in chaplaincies, those things as well?
Yes, some of our readers, that's a major part of their ministry. So, for example, a lady who was on the course 2 years ago, one of the things she does is work as voluntary chaplain at the hospital. There are other readers involved in chaplaincies to some of the shops, to the courts, those sorts of things.
So training as a reader doesn't inevitably take you into a kind of parish set up and church services. It could lead you into one of these other avenues.
It's a mixture, absolutely. And again, it depends on people's time and ability to be available at specific times. And that's all negotiated. So, and that alters with people's circumstances changing.
Okay. What do you personally get out of working with readers, week in, week out?
I just think it's an absolute pleasure to see them grow and develop, to follow their ministerial path. And having supervised readers in training in my own parish and working with them, it's just so lovely to see them being licensed and released into the next part of their ministry.
Wonderful. What single piece of advice would you give to someone who might be thinking about training to be a reader?
Explore. Talk to people you trust in your parish, talk to a vocations advisor, read, pray, listen to that small voice and explore, because even if it's not reader ministry, may well take you to the next part of your journey.
Great, thank you very much.